speak about things to think about. Maybe you heard of Fudge, who has been missing for a while, since in fact November. He went missing from the 12-mile area during a thunderstorm. Well, I thought they found Fudge since we got the initial announcement and really haven't heard much since, but it looks like that Fudge is still out there, and of course Bruce, Fudge's companion, is still looking and hasn't given up hope on finding his beloved mate. Hello Bruce, welcome to the program.
Hello Sandy, thanks for having me on.
No, well, thanks for wanting to speak to us. Much appreciated. I know you're busy this morning. You're out and about there doing some work.
Yeah, I'm actually on a training course with Ocean and Earth, doing learning how to operate machines.
Okay, so you're a machinist.
No, like operating skid steers and excavator, forklift and elevator lift platform, that sort of thing. Sort of something completely different from what I'm normally doing most of my working career. Yeah.
Are you a resident of the 12-mile area?
Well, I sort of am now. I started travelling with Fudge in June last year, and we were on a trip around Australia, and we sort of got to Broome and sort of stopped because we liked it here. And unfortunately, about a couple of months after we got here, that's when he disappeared at the end of November.
Tell us a bit about Fudge.
Oh, well, I've had him since a pup. He's 10, nearly 11 years old. He's a beautiful, rich-coloured brown Kelpie with tan markings. I've had him since a pup, and he's just hates being away from me. He's a real character, a real sook. Tries to stand up for himself, but being a Kelpie, he's not really very aggressive or strong. So, he sometimes has a bit of a hard time from bigger dogs, but he's just a great companion to have. He loves going fishing. He loves going running with me. He just loves travelling in the car with his head out the window. And, and I miss him a lot.
Oh, Bruce, I dare say you would do. You have been looking far and wide, and of course there has been perhaps some links that you're quite happy to still chase as well.
Yeah, to keep searching, yeah. Is that what you asked?
Yes.
Sorry, I missed that.
You've gotten some links to where he could be. And
yes. Yeah. Look, I think what happened there was about 1:30 in the day, and it was just a clear day like it is today, and all of a sudden some thunderclouds came across, no rain or anything, across 12-mile area. Big, quite loud claps of thunder, and ones we'd had earlier on in the month when we first got there, he didn't seem to worry him too much. He just went and hid with the other dog under the house, another dog on the property where I'm staying, and but this one, he just 1 minute he was there, and the next minute he was gone, and the property I'm staying in at 12 miles is only not far off the highway. So I think that he might have run up to the highway, and then I've had people say to me that they saw him on the highway. So my guess is that he was picked up by someone, thought they were doing the right thing and picked him up, and he'd ended up somewhere else. So in a way they've sort of done the right thing, picking him up off the road, but otherwise he would have just kept running. But he would have followed the road, and, and now he's probably somewhere else. And I've had a call from someone, and unfortunately the call dropped out, and he said he had him, but I couldn't make out before the call dropped out where he was calling from, and unfortunately his caller identification was blocked, so I couldn't ring him back, and he hasn't called back. So I'm hoping that he's still got him, and that he's somewhere around this district.
Bruce, you yourself have done a search. You've been around communities asking people, and even just checking out dogs while you went.
That's right, yeah. I've actually found 5 other dogs. Four dogs I found the owners for, and 1 dog I couldn't catch, but I found 5 other dogs looking for Fudge whilst I've been looking for Fudge, and so those owners have been happy to get their dogs back. and spotted another one that I couldn't quite catch down. That was down near Woolair, so. But unfortunately, I haven't seen my own dog. But I'm hopeful that he's still around, and I know that there's quite a few dangers for him. But he's quite fit. He was quite fit when last time I saw him, but he's always running with me. So he was in really good shape. But there's obviously a lot of dangers if he was in the bush. But I think if he's with someone, which is what my gut feeling is, that he's with someone, I think he's okay. But it's just a matter of that person knowing that I'm still looking for him and getting him back. And I'm quite happy to, offer a reward for him. As you know, there's a $1,500 reward to get him back. So I'm hoping if someone knows of him, sees him and recognises him, that they'll make contact and I can get him back.
Well, he's got a collar on, hasn't he? A brown collar. He's also got a green tag attached. That's
right. He's registered in Moyne in Victoria, and his tag number 1047. I just got the registration renewal in the mail yesterday, so that sort of highlights how much I miss him, I suppose. And and I'm just a single bloke travelling with my dog, so I'm really, I really want him back, and. He has got a microchip, so I suppose if he goes to gets injured or something and ends up at a vet's or a pound, that he'll get checked and should come up as being, registered to me. So, but I'm just hopeful that someone will recognise him and just bring him back, or let me know and I'll come and get him.
Bruce, thank you very much for sharing your story.
That's all right, yeah. And where I've looked there, as I said, I've looked right down towards Samphire, right up the Dampier Peninsula, but there's a lot of places he could be, of course, and all around the Broome area and on some of the bigger cattle stations around here. Especially early on, I drove all around the ones very close to 12 Mile and, couldn't find him. So, but the stories of someone seeing him on the road and then that he was probably picked up, I think that's most likely what's happening, and I really appreciate that you've let me have some time on the air and tell the story.
I'm glad you told your story, and hopefully we can get some positive results for both you and Fudge getting back together. Bruce, my thoughts are with you, mate.
No worries. Thanks very much, Sandy.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
There we heard Bruce's story, and of course it's a sad one because he's missing his companion, and it's nothing like having a friend for such a long time, as Bruce had mentioned. Fudge is 11 years old, and if you do know where he is, give us a call, or perhaps Bruce a call. We've got the numbers here, and we can put you in touch there.